Hi, I feel like a little boy right now, but it's okay. Love yourself. Don't look at my chest. Today I want to tell these stories to you about things that happened in high school that I just couldn't talk about while I was in high school. I've seen some videos going around on YouTube that are like, I couldn't tell a story until I graduated high school, and usually they're like sad and dramatic, and I don't really want to talk about those memories because we repress them. Instead, we're going to be talking about the fun little ones, the ones that aren't going to make you cry on a Saturday night like I am doing so right now. I'm in college. What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm not wearing earrings. I'm an adult now. I'm out of high school. I wear earrings. Hold on. Hi. Ow. So honestly, I had a pretty hard time trying to remember some of these memories because like I said, repressed them all. It's like you and I reliving high school all over again, and I'm sorry to put you through this, but here we are. To give you a bit of a backstory, I hated high school. Shocker, I know. I think while I was in it, I didn't think that it was awful, but now looking back at it, God, I would never, ever do it again. I feel like everyone can say that. Actually, not really, because some people loved high school and like peaked. Good for you, but I personally think I peaked in the 7th grade, so believe it or not, my freshman year I was, how do you say, athletic. I wasn't field hockey. I was a field hockey star, not at all. I didn't even get put into the JV games. I sucked really bad. Prior to this, I've never played on a team sport at all. I don't know what possessed me to think that my first year in high school I would be joining a team sport. I've learned something about myself, and it's just that I am better at individual sports like YouTube, because it's just me. I'm competing with myself. I don't have to touch anybody. It works really well. And that is why I only did field hockey for 1 year and never again. Through field hockey, I've literally met some of my closest friends. I think I'm literally only still friends with one of them. And it was crazy. We had boys on our team, which was super fun, and they changed in the same locker room as us, and I don't think I thought anything about it back when I was a freshman. But now that I'm 20 years old, I don't know how they let 14-year-old girls change with like 18-year-old guys, but that's in the past, I guess. However, one of my favorite memories, I will never forget this. Me and my field hockey friends, my little Focky girls, we were in some girl's bathroom and we dyed our hair pink because it was breast cancer awareness month, and we were so cute and quirky dyeing our hair pink. I had a strip of pink in my hair for a little bit and I got a lot of attention from it. I felt very cute. The male attention was poppin' back in the day. Not anymore because I'm legal and men don't like girls who are legal anymore. Crazy. I remember we had a really late night practice that night. Keep in mind, I don't know how to play field hockey because I suck. So we're supposed to be playing the game, and I guess I was in the wrong place at the wrong time or something, and before I know it, my coach is behind me. She yanks on the back of my jersey and she calls me a stupid worm. I like when boys call me that now. You know, when I meet a guy and he's like, babe, baby, I'm like, stop. Don't call me that. Call me what I really like to be called. Stupid worm. But honestly, that wasn't even her being like that bad. That was like her on a good day. So anyway, when it was time to return for sophomore year for field hockey, I was excited, and then I found out that there was no longer a JV team because we didn't have enough people, and then boys were suddenly off the team, and they were like, all right, Nicole, you're gonna be in varsity. And I'm like, oh, that's funny that you say that, because I'm just gonna leave. And it wasn't that easy because my coach, being my coach, she was like, nope, you're gonna do something for this team. And then I became manager. Call me Karen. So in my junior year of high school, I started doing the announcements in the morning, like, you know, I pledge allegiance to the flag. Congrats to the boys soccer team. Y'all killed it. Yeah, that was me. A lot of people have asked me like if that made me nervous, if that was like nerve-wracking, because like everybody could hear you, but like it was thousands of people that could only hear me and not see me, and I don't know what I would do if I put myself like on a platform where thousands of people could see and hear me. I just wouldn't do it. Like I just wouldn't ever I would never do that. So my high school was insanely big and I am always insanely late. I would always have to run from like my homeroom to the office where the phone was to, you know, call up the school, whatever, anyway. And so all the time I would run and I would get an asthma attack. I can't tell you how many times I had to look at the secretary and be like, help me. Yeah, no, that was really, really bad. And then I would just show up to class and be like, was that bad? So then, senior year, Donald Trump got elected into office. And if you didn't know this about me already, I hate Donald Trump. Yeah, who doesn't? So the day after he got elected, it was my turn to do the announcements. And you know what? I was like really, really angry with the world and the country and everything about it at that point. And I was like, I just don't feel patriotic today. Like everything sucks. This is our president now, like, ew. So usually I did a little bit of something like this. Hi, good morning. Today is October, blah, 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 2016. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. You get it. And I would do that every morning, but this morning, so the time comes and I'm like, good morning. Today is November 11th, 2016. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. And then I just don't say it. Get it? Because I'm not pledging to the flag because I was mad. Anyway, I felt like a hero. People tweeted about it. I came into class and everybody was like, I can't believe that you just did that. That's crazy. And I just felt really good about myself the entire day until I got called back into the office. They pulled me aside and I already came up with a plan in my head. I was like, if they asked me why I did it, I wasn't gonna say it's because I'm angry about the presidential election. I was just gonna say, I was having an asthma attack and I just didn't feel like saying the rest because that was believable. They were very, very nice to me. They were like, if you don't want to do it anymore, you literally don't have to. Like, we can totally get someone else to do it. Like, they were very, very nice to me about it. And I was like, no, it was just that one time. Like, believe me. And they were like, yeah, we like want to give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, we don't think that you would do that. It's just that a lot of teachers and people were concerned that you did that in offense to Veterans Day. And I was like, that is not what I intended on. Yeah, and then I felt kind of bad because that wasn't my intention. Yeah, and then it was the last day ever that I was going to do the announcements and I made a whole little speech at the end. So here's that.
My professional announcing days have come to an end at high school. It has been a pleasure blessing you all with my voice every morning and pretending to sound as enthusiastic as possible while keeping a straight face this entire time because it is indeed 8:20 in the morning. My favorite memories will forever be the times I had an asthma attack while on the intercom. I hold those moments near and dear to my heart. Kiss our class goodbye. It's been real. Happy birthday to Prince and Nikki Nasty signing out.
What can I say? I'm just so funny and so creative. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought I was so quirky for being like, Nikki Nasty signing out. And everybody in the office was like, freshman year, I dated this guy for 2 weeks. I did not like him at all. He was my first boyfriend ever. Literally all he wanted to talk to me about was The Walking Dead and my gluten allergy. That was it. Yeah, I really did not want to kiss this boy at all because no. I lied to him and I told him that he could not eat gluten like 12 hours prior to kissing me because I would have an allergic reaction. I'm a bitch. What can I say? No, but yeah, it worked. We did not kiss like ever, which thank God. And then, lo and behold, I broke up with him and all of his friends decided to attack me and be really creepy and then send me a nude. Don't you love when boys sexually harass you? Yeah, they sucked. Speaking of which, keep that story in mind. Senior year, you know, we had superlatives and I wanted to be voted for one. Like, how cool is that to be voted like I don't know, baddest bitch or something, you know what I mean? So I was thinking to myself, like, what is the characteristic that is closest to the baddest bitch? And I thought that best personality would be one. I don't know, I felt like I had a fair shot. A lot of people were posting on their social media like what they want to be voted as, and I posted a few times about like voting me for best personality, you know. The day that the results came out, I saw that my name was not there for best personality, and I was like, that's cool, it's whatever. And then this guy behind me was like, hey, Nicole, most attractive. What? That's when I found out that I got voted the most vain and gross superlative that you could get. Most attractive. I think I was just like embarrassed because I didn't want people to think like, oh, she asked for people to vote her for most attractive. There's nothing wrong with thinking that you're attractive, but I do find it a little bit odd if you're going around to people and being like, hey, please vote for me that I am the hottest thing to walk these halls. I don't know. I just felt very undeserving of that superlative, and I kind of treat it as a joke. Like I would just like post ugly photos of myself on Twitter and hope that people would laugh at it and be like, ah, she's got a sense of humor too. Like, why didn't we just vote her for class clown? And it's because I wasn't the class clown because I stayed quiet because I hated high school. So my Twitter was popping one day and I'm like, what is going on? And I guess one of the guys who sent me the pee-pee picture, he posted on Twitter and was like, wow, she got voted most attractive, like she's not even valid though. Yeah, he got me. I got torn to bits. Damn. Could I have exposed him for being very, very icky and doing that thing? Yes. Did I? No, because his personality showed that enough. His girlfriend like reached out to me and apologized that he said that, and like other people were sticking up for me. It was very, very nice of them. I felt a little bit more valid. Oh, I think this was my senior year. I used to go off on Snapchat. I loved Snapchat. The one time I was taking a relaxing bubble bath and I wanted to take a picture of my bath water because that's what you do on your Snapchat story, you know? So I'm sitting there in the tub and I take this picture of my bubbles, whatever. The water was pink. I thought it was cool. Whatever. Do you ever just like go back to your Snapchat stories after a few hours to see like if that one person saw it or like how many views you got? Well, that's like what I did 2 hours later. I had like 200 people who had seen it at this point. I was like, all right, decent, whatever. And I'm just like looking at the photo and upon further inspection, I realized, you know the little dongly thing, the thing that controls if the water goes down the drain switch, that thing? Yeah. I'm looking at it and I look at the reflection of the drain thingy and it's me naked because I'm in the tub. And that's when I realized after 200 people had seen it and it's been up for 2 hours that my nudes were on Snapchat. I took that thing down so fast. Also, my senior year of high school, my best friend and I, we wanted to go to prom, obviously. Prom was approaching, whatever. We knew that there were 2 guys who wanted to go with us and ask us, and we did not want to go with them, and that is why we went together. Everyone was asking us like, why are 2 girls going together? It's 2019, Becky. People are gay, okay? We wanted to go together because we were trying to avoid men. This has been a PSA. The boys who wanted to go with us, if you're watching this, I am so sorry. Not really. And then the last story that I'm gonna tell today, which is probably my favorite story. My senior year of high school, I was invited to go on this big group trip for this one club, and it was to Chicago, and I've never been to Chicago before, and I was just like thrilled to be invited. Essentially for this group, they have to like raise money for it all year, and that money isn't like actual like tangible money. It's like kind of like goes towards your savings just for this trip. So this trip was in about a week and a half. Literally, they told me that the plane ticket would be paid for, the hotel would be paid for, everything would be paid for. They just wanted me to photograph the entire trip for them. And I was like, yeah, I would love to do that. Why the heck am I invited on this trip? I'm not in this club. And I was invited because somebody's ticket was no longer allowed to be given to them anymore because they were suspended because they got caught doing the nasty in the stairwell. And that is the story of how I got to go to Chicago for free. I'm the queen of finessing. And this isn't me calling that person out at all. Like, thank you for the trip, and I hope that it was good, at least. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. That's literally the only memories that I can remember right now. Thanks for listening, and if you are going to high school, just don't do it. It's not worth it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like me or you like this video, you can comment, like, subscribe. I literally read every single comment. You can follow me on all my social media. It is just at Nicole Rafiee, and my TikTok is at Nikki Nasty. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna go edit this video and hope that somebody doesn't get angry from my high school because I included them in this video. So bye.